Scorpio, welcome into your reading. This is a weekly reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, if you're brought here by the title. This does act as kind of a timeless reading, so if you're seeing titles that are relevant to your situation, check them out. Just give it a shot, all right? Let's see where we go. I will do an extended with this. I will pull cards for each zodiac sign, so whoever you're dealing with, let's go deeper into that. But let's see what's happening in the reading first before I even talk about extended. Sometimes I switch it up, what's in the extended based on the reading. So let's see what's happening here for Scorpio. All right, something very important coming up about you kind of solidifying your base or anchoring yourself somewhere that you really love. Some of you are taking a look, kind of reassessing or assessing where you are in your life. I mean, that's very common for all of us to do sort of at the end of a year, at the end of a calendar year. But this is something more. This is about like, where am I going to find, or who am I going to anchor myself among? Some of you could be changing friend groups. Some of you could be looking into different locations on the globe to move to. I have been talking quite a bit this week, and we'll continue to do this maybe next week in the astrology group, talk about astrocartography or locational astrology, which is about where on the planet is most beneficial for me, okay? And if you are a Scorpio ascendant, that means that Pluto is your ruling planet. And if you're looking on the planet, astrocartography is about laying your birth chart over the globe and seeing what planets are where, right? And so if you are looking for your most powerful place, looking for a Pluto line on the astrocartography chart is going to make the most sense for you, okay? Because it rules your whole chart if you are a Scorpio ascendant. So we'll talk more about that in the astrology group next week. But this is about finding home. This is about finding your peeps, finding your place. Okay, finding your place. Oh, look at you. Got to be near water. Of course you are, Scorpio. You're a water sign. Got to be close to a big body of water. And oh my goodness, jealousy. So there is something about maybe wanting to move. Maybe there's been a situation where you're just not feeling it, or you're feeling like your peeps may be not supportive of you in some way. Somebody may be around you who is jealous, or you may be kind of feeling that yourself, that like, man, I wish I could be somewhere. Jealousy is kind of a strong word for that, but like, man, I wish I could be in a place that is, over 50 degrees Fahrenheit year round, or man, I wish I could be in a place that supports my my life better. Maybe I want to be looking at water all the time. There's some of that going on for you, and you may be kind of reevaluating your priorities, okay? To move to be like beachside or lakeside or oceanfront, whatever, you might need to reevaluate your priorities and kind of get a sense of what is most important to you. I also getting a feeling about health, that some of you are looking to really improve your health. If some of you are around people who are kind of low vibe, you may be thinking about moving or thinking about changing where you are, and you might not even recognize or realize that this is the reason, that there are people around you who are not supportive of what you want to pursue in your life. Okay? So what's going on underneath? Seven of Swords. This is about deceitful people. So the cards that are underneath in my readings are about things that you don't see, or things that are going on subconsciously. I feel like we do know when people are not supportive of us, that you might have some kind of inkling about a situation going on behind your back here. The Knight of Wands, that can be somebody who isn't really interested in commitment. Okay, yes, that's true. You might have had some kind of experience about that in the past. Page of Pentacles, and you need to learn from that, even something that created divorce or legal proceedings in your life. There's some reason this is showing up again. The Queen of Pentacles and the Strength card. There's some reason this is showing up again. It's possible that some of you in a past relationship ignored your intuition. ignored it. And it was proven correct. So now it's like, let's not make that same mistake again. Okay. Let's not, sort of move. I've been getting a lot of Sagittarius energy around you, Scorpio. So it's kind of funny because Scorpio is really, really good at understanding people's motives and things like that. You see through people very well. But if you do have some Sag, you might have a tendency, because this is Sagittarius energy, you might have a tendency to give people the benefit of the doubt too many times. It's good to give people the benefit of the doubt when they do deserve it, okay? Or when you're feeling it, when you're feeling like, okay, this was an anomaly, or this is something that, somebody may be acting out of fear around a whole other person. It has nothing to do with me. Don't take it personally. But I'm definitely feeling a little bit of not sure. And instead of kind of staring at what you hope is the truth, what you really hope, that this person is good or kind or generous or does want a commitment, I think it's best if you kind of look truth in the eye. Okay? Look at people in the eye. Trust your gut about other people right now, always, but especially right now. So what's coming up for you in the reading? You're showing up as the Emperor. So you have a lot of power. You have a lot of leadership capability. You might be feeling very stable in your career or in some part of your life, but maybe uneasy in other parts of your life. Some of you may be in a work situation where your spidey senses are kind of tingling, like something's going on here, but I don't really know what it is. Okay, so I want you to trust yourself. Your situation is the Knight of Cups. So there is a new offer coming in. There could be new love coming in, or there could be some kind of offer of feelings or water. Okay? If you're getting a spidey sense that a relationship is going to go to the next level, you'd be correct about that. What's the opportunity here? Six of Pentacles, something that's really good and balanced. This is so much about, have you learned from a past experience? Right? This is about balance. This is about balance. Have you learned from a past experience that was out of balance? Now, I'm going to say to you that this does look a little out of balance to me. If you take this, I don't know, quite literally, that you are the Emperor, you have more power, you have more financial capability, something like that. And the Knights are always younger and maybe less experienced. The Knights are very teenager energy, whereas the Emperor is all four kings. Okay, so there's something very out of balance with this. And it's possible that in a past relationship, you might have felt off balance when somebody went behind your back and you didn't trust your intuition. And now it's like, I'll be damned. I'm only going to have people in my life that I can control. Okay, so there could be something around that to pay attention to right now. So let's see where we go here. Queen of Swords, Three of Wands, the Queen of Wands. All right. So lots of feminine energy here about trusting your intuition. The feminine Queen of Wands is about passion. Queen of Swords is about clear sight. Three of Wands is about expectation. And some of you could be expecting an offer of love or an offer of passion. Some of you could be expecting that. Outcome here is the Star. Maybe dealing with an Aquarius, maybe dealing with, this can be hope. And for Scorpios, I'm just going to say this to you because Scorpios seem to me anyway, and you may or may not, you may disagree with this, but Scorpios seem like they have a very good sense of people's motives, people's way of being in the world. And if you missed it in another relationship, if you missed it, or if you're feeling it and you ignore your intuition, what's the reason for that? Are you telling yourself a story? Are you telling yourself something you hope to be true? Okay, so there's something about that. I want to clarify that. Five of Cups, the World, the Moon, and the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, so there was definitely secrets going on in a previous relationship. This lesson is showing up again right now because you are being called upon to really trust your intuition and overcome something uh, this I love this energy of the Queen of Pentacles and the star and the Strength card in the final cards of the underneath, because it says to me that you have the capability to trust your intuition and act accordingly, and it won't crush you. I feel like some of you in the past have dealt with people who were not telling the truth or cheating or something like that, and you ignored it because you felt like it was going to crush you. I just feel like, this is something that can get out of balance for you, that like it's like either everybody's an angel or nobody is, right? Like everybody's out to get me or nobody is. You could go to those extremes. And I just want to say to you that the time of living in fear is over. Okay? So there was something that happened, and it has maybe solidified itself a little bit as a belief in you that people are out to get me, or everybody is a cheater, or people never tell the full truth, or I want this person to be a good person, or I want this person to be somebody I can trust. I really want that. Like, I'm hoping for that. I really want that. And there's some part of you that needs it to be true, and maybe that has been part of the past. So now what you're becoming is somebody much more anchored, much more solid, and you could be kind of like have massive power built. You've done the work of building your power to such a degree that like everybody is going to get the third degree. Everybody is going to get put through the mill. Nobody gets by me, right? There's like that feeling. Or there's a sense of like everybody who comes across my path is here for love and sweetness and kindness and generosity. And you know that those two extremes are never 100% true, right? So we're talking about something that is an absolute. If you're dealing in absolutes, if you hear yourself saying all people or no one, those are absolutes. It's like 100% of all people are cheaters. I mean, even hearing me say that, you're like, well, that's not true, right? But if you're dealing with absolutes, then you're kind of cutting yourself off from happiness. The Queen of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Queen of Wands, I feel like this is how you're kind of working with that Emperor energy. You're working with a sense of like, okay, trust, but verify. And Queen of Wands, am I passionate about living? Do I want people in my life? Yes, I do. Do I want a spouse? Yes, I do. Do I want a best friend? Yes, I do. Right? And things like that. So it's not about, I feel like for a while you might have built some kind of fortress around your heart that did not allow for anybody to come in. And now it's like you're on the backside of that lesson and saying, okay, well, now I do want people to come in. So how am I going to achieve that without feeling like everybody's out to get me, or feeling like that everybody is sweetness and kindness and light and fairy dust and unicorns? How am I going to stop building walls around myself? Okay, so this is about self-confidence, and it's about making choices based on your intuition. So every good decision comes from a clear channel of intuition. Every good decision comes from a clear channel of intuition. That is what you need to learn to trust, hear, trust, and move forward on. Okay, so that's the first order of business here. And I'm just getting a in my ear, so that's 100% true. I feel like absolute. Okay, so I feel like this star card is saying that there needs to be some kind of healing around this, around your intuition. You could have gotten a little bit crusty or a little bit domineering or something like that, all due respect, but you could have gotten to a place of rigidity about people, and it's time now to understand and see people and evaluate things on a case-by-case basis instead of making some kind of big sweeping judgment. All right, so I'm going to clarify the star card. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, look at that. Sun, Three of Swords. There's no guarantees. Would you rather be right or be happy? That's something that all of us have to deal with at some point in our lives, especially after dealing with some kind of big disappointment. It's like, that's never going to happen again. Okay. Now you have some opportunities here, some opportunities to love and be part of a group, part of a connection, part of a life partner possibility. And it's time to transmute those lessons from the past into wisdom. It's time to embrace your intuition and be self-confident, because it's not about I can't trust other people. It's about I can't trust myself. All right, so let's go deeper into this reading. I will pull cards for each zodiac sign to let you know where people are. Let's look at blocks. Let's get some advice. And there's a link below if you want to continue on with me if this is your story. I will see you over there.